Have you noticed how some things that used to be affordable for the middle class are now getting too expensive? It's crazy, right? I mean, we all want to enjoy a comfortable life, but with stagnant wages, rising expenses, and soaring costs of healthcare and education, it's becoming harder and harder to afford the things we need, let alone the things we want. We put together a video where we list some products and services that are becoming less affordable for the middle class. Owning a car has become a necessity for many middle-class families, but the cost of buying and maintaining a vehicle can be staggering. According to AAA, the average cost of owning a car is over $9,000 per year, which is a significant expense for families struggling to make ends meet. Additionally, the cost of fuel has risen dramatically over the past few years, making it harder for people to afford the commute to work or school. Moreover, childcare costs have also been increasing rapidly, making it harder for working parents to balance their professional and personal lives. The cost of daycare for a single child can be as high as $1,500 per month, and many families need to hire multiple nannies or babysitters to take care of their children while they are at work. This puts a significant strain on their finances and can lead to difficulties in finding reliable childcare. Lastly, the cost of travel and vacations has also gone up, making it difficult for many middle-class families to take a much-needed break. Airfare, hotel stays, and other travel expenses can add up quickly, making it hard to afford a relaxing vacation. This is unfortunate, as vacations can be an essential way to recharge and de-stress, especially for those who work long hours or have stressful jobs. Overall, the rising costs of everyday goods and services are putting a significant strain on the middle class, and it's becoming increasingly difficult for them to achieve financial stability and security. It's essential that we work together to find solutions to these challenges and help ensure that everyone has access to a comfortable and secure life. Another major expense that is hitting the middle class hard is healthcare. Even the cheapest healthcare insurance plans are becoming prohibitively expensive for many middle-class families. The cost of a good healthcare plan has increased dramatically over the past 2 decades, while the quality of healthcare services has declined. According to a report by eHealth, the average annual cost of health insurance per person in the United States was $12,900 last year. This is over 15% of the annual salary of someone earning $80,000 a year. It is no wonder that Americans are experiencing more and more health problems every year. Investing is another area where many middle-class families are struggling. Although investing is essential for building wealth and securing a comfortable retirement, many households do not have the financial resources to invest. The high cost of everyday expenses leaves little disposable income, and the fees associated with investment options such as mutual funds, ETFs, and managed accounts can be relatively high, particularly for small investors. Financial advisors can help explain investment strategies and how markets work, but this can also be costly. The investment opportunities with the highest potential for big returns are often reserved for affluent individuals with minimum investment requirements, leaving middle-income earners with limited options. Overall, the middle class in the United States is facing significant financial challenges that are making it difficult for them to achieve financial stability and security. Rising costs for essential everyday expenses such as housing, energy, and food combined with the high cost of health care and limited investment opportunities, are all contributing to this problem. Middle-class families in the United States are finding it increasingly difficult to afford certain luxuries that were once commonplace. For instance, lawn care services that used to cost around $20 in the early 2000s now cost homeowners around $150 per visit. This price includes basic services such as mowing, edging, trimming, debris removal, fertilizer tie-in, and weed control, with additional services such as aeration, seeding, and pest control costing extra. While having a garden was once a cost-effective way to supplement food during the Great Depression, it has now become a luxury due to both the high cost of maintenance and a lack of time. Another luxury that is becoming increasingly expensive is going to the gym. Exercise is crucial for maintaining good physical and mental health, but the cost of a gym membership has been on the rise in recent years. The average cost of a gym membership in the U.S. has gone up from $70 to $249, with some major cities like New York charging over $1,000. Additional fees may also be charged for personal training, group fitness classes, or house services. If you live in an area where gyms are not easily accessible, transportation costs can further add to the expense of going to the gym. All of these costs can quickly add up, making it more difficult for middle-class families to afford the luxury of going to the gym. Due to the global semiconductor shortage that arose during the pandemic, purchasing the latest technology and gadgets has become unaffordable for many middle-class Americans. The cost of electronics in the U.S. has surged by an average of 28%, with some products experiencing over a 100% increase in price, making them difficult to find in stores. Despite efforts to boost sales, such as Black Friday deals, discounted prices remain too high for many families, resulting in a decline of 1% in electronic sales during the final quarter of 2022. In the meantime, as criminal activity rates continue to rise, investing in surveillance gadgets, like security camera systems and video doorbells, can help protect homes and families. However, the cost of these divides us, with prices starting at $500 for a security camera system and an average of $229 for a video doorbell, may be prohibitive for some middle-class families, leaving them vulnerable to criminal activities in their communities. The increasing cost of legal fees and court costs is making it difficult for the middle class to access legal services and protect their rights. The average attorney hourly rate in 2022 was $313, according to the Clio 2022 Legal Trends report. Divorce costs in America averaged a staggering $12,900, and tenants facing eviction may have to pay a minimum of $3,000 in court fees. This means that middle-class families are increasingly unable to afford legal representation, limiting their ability to seek justice and protect their rights. Another area of concern for the middle class is tax preparation services. Filing taxes can be a daunting task, and any mistakes made during the process can have dire legal consequences. Despite this, nobody teaches us how to file taxes, and the cost of professional tax preparation services has been consistently rising. In 2022, the average cost of professional tax preparation services for an individual tax return was $273, according to a survey by the National Society of Accountants. Without professional guidance, Americans may not be aware of their rights, making it more challenging for the middle class to save money and avoid any legal problems. Furthermore, the rising cost of banking and financial services is also making it more difficult for the middle class to manage their finances and save for the future. The increase in fees charged by banks for various services, such as ATM usage, overdrafts, checking account maintenance, and wire transfers, is one factor contributing to this issue. Another factor is the decline in interest rates on savings accounts. Many banks offer low or even zero interest rates, resulting in consumers earning little interest on their savings. The growing levels of debt, including credit card and student loan debt, that many middle-class consumers are facing can also impact their ability to maintain a positive balance in a checking account and result in additional fees and charges. In conclusion, the rising cost of legal fees, tax preparation services, and banking and financial services is making it more difficult for the middle class to access necessary services and protect their rights. The lack of access to affordable legal representation, knowledge gaps in tax preparation, and increasing banking fees and debt are all contributing to this problem. It is essential to address these issues to ensure that the middle class has equal access to these critical services and can protect their financial and legal interests. Purchasing natural food sources. Practicing good eating habits and devouring natural food sources can be incredibly advantageous for our bodies, considering that these items contain more significant levels of supplements and cell reinforcements, which can assist with helping the safe frame work and lessen the gamble of constant illnesses like malignant growth and coronary illness. Nonetheless, natural produce will in general be more costly than traditionally developed produce, for certain examinations recommending that natural produce can cost up to 50% more. At the same time, more than 47% of working-class Americans say they are battling to stay aware of rising costs of customary food sources, as per Seed Exploration Center information. Thus, buying pesticide and synthetic-free food sources is getting increasingly hard for our typical laborers. Marriage prior to turning 30. On the off chance that you have a place with a working-class family, you could need to require your wedding to be postponed. For some working-class single men, getting hitched early in life is an extravagance they can't bear. A considerable lot of these individuals defer their union with a later age until they've accomplished a specific level of monetary strength. Indeed, even the individuals who get hitched before 28 years of age need huge monetary help from their folks, and some haven't even ventured out from home yet. As per review by The Bunch, the typical expense of a wedding in the U.S. was $33,900 in 2022, up from $29,200 in 2021. This addresses a 16% increment in only a year. In certain areas, the expense of leasing a wedding setting alone can surpass $10,000. Cooking and different administrations can add a huge number of dollars more to the complete expense. In the meantime, open positions for those matured 25 to 35 in America don't offer enough for them to cover their fundamental necessities and pay for their obligation, let alone for marriage. This new age isn't having the very open doors that their folks and grandparents did to secure the bunch right off the bat throughout everyday life. That is the reason the family organization is continuously declining in the U.S. Leisure activities. Tragically, when all the other things in your day-to-day existence turns out to be excessively costly, You begin to relinquish the things you do to appreciate life. Working class families are attempting to manage the cost of their leisure activities, both in time and cash. We're in many cases stuck working for extended periods of time. Once in a while, we need more opportunities to devote ourselves to the things we like: playing sports, doing workmanship, learning new dialects, shopping, cooking, weaving, photography. Essentially, every leisure activity is costing more cash than they did in a not really far off past. The working class used to be a lifestyle, one that permitted individuals to have significant minutes and enjoy the moment. Today, we turn out more earnestly for progressively less cash, and we scarcely have a good time. Life for working class Americans is becoming progressively dim as we lose admittance to the things that empower us to carry on with life completely and serenely. Our weights are getting greater, and our personal satisfaction is getting lower. That is what a wrecked society resembles. We are the ones that make this nation run, and we certainly merit being dealt with better.